Okay, children. So far we were discussing about the activity. If you look at the page number 6, you can see there are two activities. The first one is mapping skill and the second one is activity or the project. So the first activity you can do with the help of political map or outline map of India, and the second one you have to search and find out. I hope you have understood what I said. Okay, so get the last date on or before Saturday. Then one thing, I will send you the notes. After completing this period, I will send you the notes of the second chapter. Then complete your classwork also. Okay. Okay, children. Okay. Shall we continue then? Yes. What did we discuss in the last class? Nigila Mary. What did we discuss in the last class?
Peninsular Plateau.
Yes, we discussed about Peninsular Plateau. What are the two divisions of Peninsular Plateau? Anyone can say.
The Central Highlands. Deccan
Central
Plateau.
Highlands and
Deccan Plateau.
Deccan Plateau. Okay. Then we discussed about Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. Yes or no? Lakshmi, what are the features of Western Ghats? What are the features of Western Ghats? What are the features of Western Ghats?
Western Ghats are higher than Eastern Ghats.
Yes.
They are continuous.
Okay, let me revise the topic one more time. The Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats mark in the western and the eastern edges of the Deccan Plateau respectively. So in the last class we said that the Deccan Plateau is triangular in shape. Yes, Deccan Plateau is triangular in shape. So the western side of the Deccan Plateau is known as Western Ghats. Okay. And the eastern side of the Deccan Plateau lies Eastern Ghats. Okay. If you look at the map, you can see the Deccan Plateau. Okay, Deccan Plateau. So the western side of the Deccan Plateau, you can see the Western Ghats, and the eastern side of the Deccan Plateau, you can see the Eastern Ghats. So there are two Ghats. One is Western Ghats, which lies in the western side, and next one is Eastern Ghats, which it lies on the eastern side. Okay, just to think. Western side, Eastern side. Western side, Western Ghats. Eastern side,
Eastern Ghats.
Eastern Ghats. So simple. Okay. Western Ghats. Western Ghats lie parallel to the western coast. So Western Ghats lies parallel to the western coast. So it is near to the coastal area, western coastal area. Then what about Eastern Ghats? Eastern Ghats stretch from the Mahanadi Valley to the Nilagiri in the south. Okay. So Western Ghats lies parallel to the western coast, and Eastern Ghats stretch from Mahanadi river to the Nilagiri in the south. Okay. Then second point, they are continuous and can be crossed through passes. So they are the continuous mountain range. So they are the continuous mountain range, and in between you can see the passes. Passes, otherwise we can say gaps. You can see some gaps. Okay. The next one, they are higher than Eastern Ghats. They are higher than the Eastern Ghats. Their average elevation is 900 to 1600 meters. Then when we compare about Eastern Ghats, Western Ghats are higher than the Eastern Ghats. That you can understand by seeing the height. Okay. The Western Ghats, their average elevation is 900 to 1600 meters. But the Eastern Ghats, their average elevation is 600. Okay. So from this, what we can understand? Western Ghats are higher than the Eastern Ghats. Okay. Then Anamudi. Anamudi is the highest peak in the Western Ghats. Anamudi is the highest peak in the Western Ghats, and Mahendragiri. Mahendragiri is the highest peak in the Eastern Ghats. Mahendragiri, its height is 1501. Then what about Anamudi? 2695 meter. 2695 meter is the height of Anamudi, and it is the highest peak in the Western Ghats. Nandana, read the first point
Ma'am,
about Western Ghats.
are you showing the slide or?
Yes, the previous one, the table. Unmute.
Sorry, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, Western Ghats lie parallel to the western coast.
Yes, Western Ghats is parallel. It is parallel to the western coast. So this is the western coastal area. Okay, next topic is coastal area. So I will explain to you about the western coastal area. Then what about the eastern coast? Sorry, Eastern Ghats.
Eastern Ghats stretch from Mahanadi Valley and to Nilgiris.
Nilagiri Hills. If you look at the board, you can see the river Mahanadi. So the Eastern Ghats stretches from river Mahanadi to Nilagiri Hills in the south. Underline these two in your textbook. Mahanadi River, then the Nilagiri Hills. So the Eastern Ghats are stretching from Mahanadi River to Nilagiri Hills. Okay, then next one, they are continuous. They are the continuous mountain ranges. If you look at the Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats, you can understand they are continuous mountain range. Then what about Eastern Ghats? They are irregular and also discontinuous. You can see there is no continuity or there is no continuation. Yes or no? Yes? Then you can see small passes. You can see small passes. What are the important passes of this area? Palghat, Bhor, and Tal. These are the important passes of this area. These are the important passes of this area. Okay. So these are the points related to the Eastern and Western Ghats. Then we are moving into the next topic. Coastal plains. So next topic is coastal plains. So far we had discussed about the Himalayan mountains. Then we discussed about northern plains. Then we discussed about Peninsular Plateau, Indian Desert, and the next important physiographic feature of India, that is coastal plains. Coastal plains. What's the meaning of coastal?
Near those.
Near the sea or near the ocean. The land near the sea and the oceans are known as coastal plains. So we know that India is a peninsula and the three sides of India are covered with water bodies. Okay. So what is a coastal plain? A coastal plain is a flat, low-lying piece of land next to the ocean. So what is a coastal plain? So first, what is the definition or what do we mean by the term coastal plain? A coastal plain is a flat, low-lying piece of land next to the ocean. So it is a one mark question. What is a coastal plain? Coastal plain is a flat and low-lying piece of land next to the ocean. So that is a piece of land that is near to the ocean or the sea. To the east and the west of the peninsula plateau, two narrow strips of plain lands are found, which are respectively called Eastern Coastal Plain and Western Coastal Plain. So we had discussed about the peninsula plateau. So in the two sides of the peninsula plateau, that means to the west and to the east, we can see a narrow strip of land. We can see a narrow strip of land. That land area is known as coastal plains and western coastal plains. Okay. So in the last class, we had discussed about the peninsula plateau or we discussed about Deccan plateau. So in the side of the peninsula plateau, we can see a narrow plain area. So that narrow plain area is known as coastal plains. So there are two coastal plains, one western coastal plain, the other one is eastern coastal plains. You can see a narrow plain area. You can see a narrow area in the both sides. Yes or no? So one lies in the western side and the other one lies in the eastern side. So which one lies in the western side is known as western coastal plain and which lies in the eastern side is known as eastern coastal plain. I hope you understood. Okay. Coastal plain. A coastal plain is a flat, low-lying piece of land near to the ocean. To the east and the west of the peninsula plateau. To the east and the west of the peninsula plateau, two narrow strip. The two narrow strip of plain land are found, which are respectively called Eastern Coastal Plain and the Western Coastal Plain. Okay. First one is Eastern Coastal Plain. The Eastern Coastal Plain is a wide stretch of landmass lying between the Eastern Ghats and the Bay of Bengal. North, south, west, and the east. So first we are going to discuss about the Eastern Coastal Plain. The Eastern Coastal Plain is a wide stretch. It is a wide stretch of landmass lying between Eastern Ghats and the Bay of Bengal. So in between Eastern Ghats and Bay of Bengal, there is a landmass. That landmass is known as Eastern Coastal Plain. Did you understand the first point?
Yes, ma'am.
Nikhila Mary, did you understand the location of Eastern Coastal Plain?
Yes, ma'am.
Where does it locate?
Locates between the Eastern Ghats and Bay of Bengal.
Oh yes, exactly. It lies between the Eastern Ghats and the Bay of Bengal. In the northern part, it is referred to as Northern Sircar, while to the southern part is known as the Coromandel Coast. So this area from Eastern Ghats to the Nilagiri Hills, that means from river Mahanadi to Nilagiri Hills, it is divided into two portions, or there are two portions. The first one, the northern part is known as Northern Sirkar and the southern part is known as Coromandel Coast. In the northern part, it is referred to as the Northern Sirkar, while the southern part is known as Coromandel Coast. The major rivers of this area are Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. So these are the major rivers of this area. So Eastern Coastal Plain is stretches or lying between the Eastern Ghats and the Bay of Bengal. The Eastern Coastal Plain is a wide stretch of landmass lying between the Eastern Ghats and the Bay of Bengal. So first point is related to the location of Eastern Coastal Plain. Eastern Coastal Plain is lying between, Tom Jones, lying between?
Eastern Ghats and Bay of Bengal.
Yes, Eastern Ghats and Bay of Bengal. Northern part of this area is refers to Northern Sirkar and the southern part of this area is known as Coromandel Coast. The northern part. Okay, if you look at the map, you can see this is the Eastern Coastal Area. Eastern Coastal Area. The northern part of the Eastern Coastal Area is known as Northern Sirkar, otherwise known as Andhra Coast. And the southern part of the Eastern Coastal Area is known as Coromandel Coast. So Coromandel Coast is near Tamil Nadu. In Tamil Nadu, the Northern Sirkar is in Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh. AP means Andhra Pradesh. Okay. So Eastern Coastal Plain has two divisions. First, northern part is known as Northern Sirkar and the southern part is known as Coromandel Coast. Then the major rivers of this area are Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. These are the important rivers of this area. Lakshmi, can you tell me a few points about Eastern Coastal Plains?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Eastern Coastal Plains stretches between the Eastern Ghats and Bay of Bengal.
Yeah.
In the northern part of the Eastern Coastal Plain, it is known as Northern Sirkar.
It is known as Northern Sirkar.
And in the southern part, it is known as Coromandel Coast.
Coromandel Coast.
And
Then,
the large rivers in this parts are Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri.
Kaveri. Okay. Very good. The next one is Western Coastal Plain. Western Coastal Plain. Western Coastal Plain. The western coast is sandwiched between the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea. First point, the Western Ghats is lying between, Western coastal area lying between Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea. Okay, look at here. The Western coastal area lying between Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea. So you can see a narrow land area. So this land area is known as Western Coastal Area. So Western Coastal Area lies between Western Ghats and Arabian Sea. Okay, Arabian Sea. So Western Coastal Area lies between the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea. It is a narrow plain. It is a narrow plain area and it consists of three sections. And it consists of three sections. So it is a narrow plain. It's a small area, lies in between Western Ghats and Arabian Sea, and it consists of three sections. The first one, the northern part of the coast is called Konkan coast. Central stretch is called the Kannad plain. And the third one, the southern stretch is referred to as the Malabar coast. So the first one is Konkan coast. Second one is Kannad plain. Then third one is Malabar coast. So these are the three sections of Western coastal plain. Northern part of the coast is called Konkan. Then central stretch is called the Kannad plain and the southern stretch is referred to as Malabar coast. Okay, children. See the first one. The northern part of the coast is known as Konkan. Okay. That lies between Mumbai and Goa. So we know that Mumbai is the capital of
Maharashtra.
Maharashtra. So the Konkan extends from Maharashtra to Goa. So Goa is the smallest state in India. If you look at the board, you can see from Maharashtra to Goa. So the Konkan coast extends from Maharashtra to Goa. Then the central part is known as Kannad plain, that is related to Karnataka, and the southern stretch or southern part of this coast is known as Malabar coast. Malabar coast is also known as Kerala coast. Southern stretch is referred to as the Malabar coast. Children, please copy this point. Let me take attendance in between. Adigesh.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Abhiram Krishna. Absent. Alona Eldo. Sorry. Atleo. Oh, sorry. Atleo. Absent. Advaid Murali.
Ma'am.
Okay. Advaid Sinoob. Are you there? Dear children, please turn on your cameras. Anashwara Rajesh, Vaishnavi, Hridvik, Aryan Sujesh. Everyone, turn on your cameras. Haksan? Aksan? Absent. Albert? Albert is there, okay. Alan Sanjeev?
Alan Sajeev, present ma'am.
Present. Alvin? Alvin?
Ma'am, I will send present.
Okay. Amaljit baby?
Present, ma'am.
Present. Amin Shafiq? Present, okay. Anandida?
Present, ma'am.
Present. Anashwara Rajesh? Anashwara, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, she is present.
But her camera is off. Anashwara, are you there?
Absent.
Absent. Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm raising.
Anjana. Anjana. Absent. Benedict Jojo. Benedict. Absent. Fadil. Hey, many are absent today. What happened? Hira Menon.
Present, ma'am.
Henin Nasser. Henin. Absent. Hrithwik. Hrithwik, are you there?
Absent.
He is sending message, sir, from
Yeah.
Hrithwik. Me present.
Don't-
What should I do, sir?
Don't get. I didn't see his picture at all.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thanks, sir. Irene Maria. Irene. Absent. Isha Fatima.
Irene was there. I think she has some network issue.
Okay. Isha Fatima. Absent. Ken.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Lakshmi CV.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Lakshmi Nandakumar. Lynette.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Nadeem. Nadeem. Absent. Nandana Sharath.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, present. Navaneet PR. Navaneet. Absent. Nigila Mary.
Present, ma'am.
Present. Okay. Nivedya Rose.
Present, ma'am.
Present. Pooja Menon. Absent. Sridev.
Present, ma'am.
Present. Okay. Surya Dev.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Tamanna Anil. Ansil. Sorry. Tamanna Ansil.
Present.
Present. Present. Okay. Tom Jose.
Present, ma'am.
Present. Vaishnavi PV. And Jaris Jason.
Present, ma'am.
Okay,
But
good.
your food is off. Throughout it was off. Just now only.
Sir?
Jairus put on the video just now only. It was off all the time.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. So, dear children, today we have discussed about Eastern Coastal Plains and Western Coastal Plains. Okay, Nivedya Rose, you can share a few points about Eastern Coastal Plains and Western Coastal Plains, then we can wind up the session.
Ma'am, they are spread along the Bay of Bengal.
Hmm.
And the northern part is called Northern
Hmm.
Scar,
Northern Sirkar,
and the southern part is Coromandel Coast.
Coromandel Coast, okay.
And about the western coast,
Hmm.
they are between the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea.
Okay, Arabian Sea.
The
What are the important rivers of the Eastern Coastal area? Amaljit baby.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what are the important rivers of Eastern Coastal area?
Mahanadi,
Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna,
Kaveri.
Kaveri. Very good. Okay. Nigila Mary, say a few points about Western Coastal Plains.
Western coastal plain is situated between Western Ghats and Arabian Sea.
Yes,
It's a
Western Ghats and Arabian Sea. Okay.
It's a narrow plain.
It is a
consists of
narrow
three
plain.
sections.
Okay.
Consists of
And it
three
consists
sections.
of 3 sections. What are the 3 sections? Sridev.
The northern part is called Konkan.
Okay. First one is Konkan Coast.
Then the central coast is called Kannad Plain.
Kannad. Okay, Kannad Plain.
And then the southernmost stretch is called Malabar Coast.
Malabar Coast or Kerala Coast. Dear children, I hope you have understood these points. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. So this is the time to end up the session. I will send you the notes. Okay. So complete your classwork as soon as possible. Then don't forget about your activity and the project also. So you must submit on or before Saturday. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.